everybody, welcome back to our channel and welcome back to another video. So today is the first day of Vlogmas for us. We do the 12 days, and the way that we're working Vlogmas is we're taking about 4 days, a 4-day advancement or a 4-day film edit period before we actually post. So the first day of Vlogmas for us is going to be on Thursday, I think, but I'm filming on Sunday. And the reason I had to do it so far in advance is because of my time schedule. Normally Mondays for me is a day out of school, and well, it's a day for homeschool. I don't have to go anywhere, so it's a day at home, really, is what I'm trying to say. And but tomorrow the kids are going to a youth group trip, and we actually have just started going to a little church about 2 towns over from us. We don't go there. We still go to our main church, but they have a youth group. And so they pulled Alana in. That's where we went to the Christmas program the other week. And so they pulled Alana in to be able to do some things, and they are having a kind of a field trip. It's not a field trip, but they're going somewhere for the holiday season. And she's invited to go, and Jackson is invited to go. And that's going to be tomorrow night, which is normally our homeschool night. So I won't really have a lot of time to edit then. Because Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it's taekwondo, taekwondo, taekwondo. So for us, I have to start early so I can get all my editing in, and then I can actually have videos that will go out on time. The only reason I didn't do the whole month of Vlogmas is because of my schedule. I was traveling the first part of the month. I'm going to be traveling the end of the month, and it's just too much in my schedule. So I'm starting early just so I can get it all in. So let me share with you what I'm doing today. It's a couple of things the kids and I have to get done. So, like I said, it's Sunday. I'm almost dressed. I am loving these lights that I got from Walmart for $1. I don't have my makeup on, but I'm dressed. This shirt is probably one of my most favorite shirts. It says coffee, a hug, and a mug. And I love it. A friend of mine gave it to me, but, with my keto journey I won't be able to wear it much longer unless I'm just wearing it around the house as a, house attire. But I'm wearing it out today. And I just have on regular jeans because I'm teaching in the kids class, in Jackson's class. So I wanted to be comfortable. Today we're watching the First Christmas, or the story of the birth of Jesus. And we're going to use a Superbooks video from YouTube. But I also got the kids some treats because we'll probably do like a Q&A after. So I got them some Sweet Tart candy canes. Actually, I was going to get the red and white candy canes and do the story of the candy cane. But maybe next time. So I just got them a sweet treat. And then I picked up some cute little prizes for the girls. I thought they would enjoy these little pins. They have little bells and pom-poms and ribbon. Like, isn't that fun? Polka dots. I want one of these. So you're secretly hoping one of them girls don't show up so you can keep a pin. So I got the girls some cute pom-pom pins. I'm always trying to make sure I give the kids something they can keep. And then for the boys, we just got some regular gel pens that look kind of boyish. They really don't look boyish, but it was the best they had. So it doesn't have pom-poms at least. And then I got some little activity books. Just some activity books that the kids can use. And it just has all types of different little, age-appropriate activities for about their age. And some stickers. So I picked up a couple of those. And I got those from the Dollar General. Now, the main reason I went to Dollar General is I needed to pick up a pack of multicolored lights. Because we have one section on our Christmas tree that is out. And so I need to make sure that I can fix that. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. Oh, I like that, Alana. Look at Alana in her nice shirt. Christmas shirt. In her jeans. We're going to be twins today, Alana.
I don't know.
You want to wear a head thing?
I don't have a head thing.
I got a red one.
Oh, no, don't do bandanas.
No.
I already got something planned.
Oh, she already got something planned, Mom. Live your life. But we're going to be twins. No, we can't be twins because I don't have a red shirt.
You have something right in there.
Well, I'm not changing. I'm comfy.
You have red jeans.
I'm not changing the red jeans.
Red goes with red.
But you got blue jeans.
Well, I'm keeping on these blue jeans and this black top. We won't twin today. Bump all that. It's too much. Girl, bye. So here is our tree. And it pretty much is lit from the top all the way down to the bottom. But I was sitting at the table the other day and I kept thinking, why does that section look so bare? And I thought we didn't have enough ornaments in there because it's full of ornaments. And we didn't even put out all the ornaments. But then I noticed that it's not ornaments. There's a section of lights missing. And I think that the lights just went out because it was already pre-lit when we bought it. And we got it from Goodwill, 9 feet tall. But of course, we're missing section B. So there's a whole nother section that's missing up here. And it would be too tall for our ceiling. But when I went through it, I thought I had all the pieces until I started looking at the letters. And I realized I didn't. So I bought a pack of lights, and the kids and I are going to fix this by just restringing some lights in here, because we can't find that there would be, we couldn't find a plug where anything was unplugged. See here, we know that there's some lights out because they're already pre-strung in there. And we're gonna get in here to see if we missed a strand to plug in. But like I said, when we had it the other day, it was all lit up. So right now we know we have to restring in there. And then somebody has been naughty. There's a naughty boy. He's inside of the supply bag. So now we cannot get in to do our wrapping because he is in the bag. He's so bad. But let me share with you this. I'm going to turn the light on for a sec to make sure you can see it really good. Christmas Village. Let's see if I can find the right light. Yesterday he was in here trying to leave wishes for Santa. So one of my really, really good friends had this wrapping paper in her house. And she's like, Shakema, I don't wrap gifts anymore. And I mean, this is really good quality wrapping paper. Some of this has not even been opened. And there's tons of it. Tons and tons. Let me show you. There's just a ton of it that we can't possibly use. I am going to make a gift wrap station. But there's tons of this paper. And so I posted out on Facebook if there were any of my, friends that were local to me that might could use some. And so a couple people responded, and I'm going to take those over. Also, a couple other things. We do just need to take our Aldi bag out of here and finish up the last wrapping of gifts, which still are spilling out. But I've got a bag of soup to take to some friends, couple bags, and then we got some baby items that we got on coupons to take to a couple that just had a baby. Oh, that's a really nice wrapped gift. I don't know who it's from. Oh, it's for Rania. Well, look at that. That's lovely. So that's great for one of our little friends at church. And so we're going to take these 3 bags right here. We'll go with us to church this morning. The wrapping paper. And then we'll come home and finish wrapping gifts. So Jackson is looking smooth this morning. Hey, buddy.
Hey. Oh, Mom, you know how you also can be twins?
No.
Teen twins?
How?
Your legs are almost the same size.
We are almost the same. How are we almost the same size?
Your legs.
5'5".
I'm shrinking.
Oh, are you shrinking?
I'm getting
Yes,
thinner.
Mom, your legs look
We're
almost
talking
like
about
Alana's.
height.
My legs look almost the same like Alana's. Girl, yes. Woo! And Mama legs look almost like, here, show me. Show as good as your daughter legs. Look at that. Legs. Legs. Yes.
Although Mom has better legs right there.
No, I just have thinner legs at the bottom, but I got all this chunky
I'm
monkey
talking
stuff up here.
than the legs.
At the bottom?
Yeah, my legs aren't that thin.
These are skinny jeans. They make your legs look skinny.
You're right. I don't have any.
Oh, well, I just had this pair. I'm glad they fit. These were in my drawer, and I'm glad they fit. Praise the Lord. All right, so we're getting ready for church, and we're going to head up out of here really soon. So we just wanted to share with you a couple of things that we were doing before we get ready for church. There's a boy. Say good morning. Good morning. Acro. Acro. Good morning. Oh my goodness. What are you doing, silly? What are you doing? Where's ma'am? Where's ma'am? Where's ma'am? Jackson, this floor needs vacuuming, bug.
Hey, Mom, there are extra candy canes.
Oh my goodness! Do I see somebody? Hi, Mommy. Hey, Ma'am. Hey, Chili.
It won't focus, but she's under there.
You can see by her eye. Hey, baby girl. Hey, Mommy.
Sundays are not ma'am's favorite days because she knows we have to go to church, and she does not love that. Although she doesn't like to hang out with us too much when we are here, she does not like for us to leave and not be here. So, not her fave. Alana's working on breakfast. Jackson's working on breakfast. What time is it? Oh, it's 8:30. We have to leave at 9 because the full band is singing this morning, and I'm on the team, so we have to go in for sound check because we actually just moved into our new church building, and we have never sang in there before. Last week, just our main director, our main leader sang because it was the first week. So this week, we're going in, and we all have to sing. So I'm going to finish getting dressed, warm up my coffee. Look at my little tree, y'all. The lights are out. The lights, the lights, the lights, the lights. Out. We'll fix it. No worries. So here's a haul I did. Well, I want to do a haul. Let me show you. I ordered some stuff from Bath and Body Works. And not because I was just ordering anything, but remember when I put it on my budget plan the other day that I had gotten some of those hand soaps? I didn't want to go into the store. So I ordered it online and it came to my mailbox. And I got these as like fill-in gifts. Oh, here's a 20% off coupon for online orders. And I actually been thinking about ordering something else online. They had hand and body lotions on sale last night, but I don't want to overbuy stuff because I'm on a budget, but I still have a little bit left in my Christmas budget. But I got a couple things that I thought I might like, and then if I needed a couple of spillover gifts, then I would have them. So I picked up 5 of these, and I got the Twisted Peppermint, the Black Cherry Merlot, Frosted Cranberry, Frosted Coconut Snowball, and then the Marshmallow Flurry. And I had gotten another one. Can you grab my coffee out, Jack? I gotten one more, but they were out of stock. When I went to go check my card out, it was out, and I can't remember which one I got now. But I'll use these as overflow gifts if I'm missing one. I got this one specifically because I saw Miss Erica haul a candle in this with this color scheme. It's been a long videos ago that she did, and I always liked this bottle, so I did pick that one up. But I tried to stick with the Christmas scents. But anywho, again, those are overflow gifts. I bought it, paid for it out of my checking account, but I transferred the money out of my Christmas account to cover that purchase. So that is how I have, that's what came in from Bath and Body Works. The kids and I are home from church. We had a good day. I had a great class. I was really excited about that. So I'm going to be making some keto chili, and I'm going to take a little bit of a shortcut here. So if you watch one of my cook along videos, I made 2 appetizers. I did the wings and I did the meatballs. So I am going to use the leftover meatballs to make the chili. In the recipe, it calls for 2 pounds of ground beef, and so I don't have any ground beef thawed out, but I do have quite a few meatballs left. Of course, it's in this sauce. So I may actually take a couple of these out for the kids for lunch because they may want to have some of these just whole. But I am going to use these leftover meatballs in the sauce, and I'm leaving the sauce in because it's going to help me. The recipe also calls for a cup of tomato sauce, and I don't have tomato sauce. So I'm just going to use this sauce that's in here because I used a whole 16-ounce thing of salsa. So I'm just, again, going to take a couple of the meatballs out for the kids in case they want to have it for lunch, because it is really cold here. It is extremely cold here, and so a soup would be the best choice for today. Let's see. That should be plenty. We'll leave that. That'll be enough. And it's very simple after I do this to put the chili together. So this is a chopper. Of course, I could do this in a food processor, but I don't want the mess. So this is what I would call an old-fashioned granny chopper. My grandmother used to chop her collards with this. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to gently begin to chop my meatballs because I actually want them to be in little bits. I don't want them to be in whole balls because it will defeat the purpose of the chili. But I also don't want to have to get my food processor out and, you know, make an additional mess. If you're chopping inside of your crock pot, thing number 1, make sure it's not hot. So this is not hot. I just pulled this crock out of the refrigerator because we put it in there last night after we were, you know, with our friends. So I'm just chopping this into little bits using this chopper. Okay, so in a food processor, definitely it would have ground it up into little grounds, just like it, you know, you would have if you cooked your ground beef. But I like a thick and hearty and chunky chili, so I did the best. It's like probably what you would consider a coarse chop, or a little bit finer than a coarse chop, but still very coarse, because you're going to be able to get bites of the meatballs. Of course, we're going to cook it on high for a while and let it kind of cook down or break down, but it's still going to be nice. So the next thing that I'm adding to that, it called for 2 bell peppers and 2/3 cup of red onions. I am adding in 1 onion and 1 green bell pepper that I sauteed lightly. I know that this will cook down. I could have put it in without pre-cooking it, but I like to have my onions and bell peppers sauteed. To that, I'm adding in 1 package of cauliflower. So most people say don't add in your cauliflower in your crock pot until the last 30 minutes. I don't like crunchy cauliflower. I actually just want this all to kind of meld together and do a thing. You know, I kind of want it to do a little bit of a nice come together. So that's why I'm doing that. And then I'm going to add in a tablespoon of our chili seasoning. I'm going to add in a little more salt because the sauce I made for the meatballs had a sweet to it. So I am going to add in just a hint of garlic powder, a little bit of the onion powder, tiny bit of chili powder. That's more than a tiny bit, but probably about a teaspoon if you were to measure it out. A little bit of the cumin. Probably another teaspoon if you were measuring it out. I'm going to finish it out with a couple cracks of salt. I'm gonna do a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. This is the recipe that I found on Instagram. And to give it a little bit of liquid consistency, I'm just adding in a little bit of chicken broth. So that it's not so thick. We want a thick chili, but we don't want it ultra. So I'm gonna put this on high for at least 2, maybe 2.5, 3 hours and let this cook together. Okay, so I was at church and a friend of mine came over and said her and another girl had done a clothing exchange and she had picked out everything she wanted out of the boxes. And so she asked me if I would be interested in looking in these boxes to see if there was anything I could fit, which helps me out so much because I am in the process of going through my closet again. So I was watching Shelly's Vlogmas video today where she was going through her closet and picking out some things because as you're on keto, you begin to lose weight. And I can't afford to replace my wardrobe every couple of days. I mean, I just really can't afford to do that. So I'm always thankful, even though I do shop at Goodwill, still shopping is expensive unless you budget it in. So I'm thankful to be able to have a few things that I can kind of go through. So I'm going to go through these boxes and see if there's anything I like. Like I already love this top, but I'm pretty sure I'll have to try it on just to make sure it fits because a lot of my tops are loose fitting and kind of falling off some. So I want to make sure that I can fit some of this. So I'm going to go through these boxes. There's 2 boxes and see if there's anything that I'm absolutely in love with. And if it is, then I'll give it a look-see. And if not, then I'll just pass along. Alright everybody, so it is 7:26. I have to take my glasses off. Y'all know I can't see. And the kids and I have gotten home from church. We did a couple of things. We came home. I made some chili. What else did I do? I did some cooking a little bit, not a lot. So I've got a few more things that I actually need to do. And we're getting ready to restring the lights because we haven't done that yet. But I'm going to show you what I was able to get done. And I have finished school. It took me a little bit over 2 hours to finish school. So that is done. Check the dryer to make sure we've got the clothes in. They took the dogs out. I'm so tired. But I talked to my aunt today and my mom is still not doing very well. So we're really getting down to the wire about having to make some decisions for her. And probably I'll know more tomorrow. So let me show you what I'm getting ready to work on and how we're going to wrap up this evening. Okay, so first of all, this is a recipe that I found on, where did I find this, Alana? Instagram. I found it on Instagram and it was called cheesy buns. It was on a keto, one of the ones I follow. I can't remember what it is right now. But you take 1 cup of mozzarella cheese, half a cup of Parmesan cheese, and 1 egg. And then you make little balls. And it flattens itself out. And these make little buns. Because you can put sausages in between that. And have like a sandwich. And I think it is, if I remember the macros correctly, it's half a gram of net carbs for 2 of these. So it's not cloud bread. Cloud bread is a little bit lighter. It looks like cloud bread, but you would put like egg sandwich, like an egg and cheese and sausage and make like an egg McMuffin. So I'm actually getting ready to make up a couple more of these so that the kids and I will have them. Even if we want to just throw it in the toaster for some toast, and put a little jelly or jam on it or something. So I'm getting ready to make up one more batch of those because I didn't realize they had turned out that way. Alana took them out for me and I was still doing school. We have some of the chocolate chip muffins that we like for from Fat for Weight Loss. Of course, Jackson and I like ours with the coconut and nuts on top. Alana likes hers plain. So that is that. The chili turned out really good. Well, the chili turned out really overly done when people don't remember to turn off the crock pot. So it looks really dark now. You can't see it, but it still was really good. We just added a little bit of cheese. That's probably enough for me to have for lunch tomorrow. And we're going to take all of this stuff over to the sink because we're going to finish. One of the kids is going to come in and work on dishes real fast while I'm whipping up my bread in here. I did the chicken wings last night. I had to dump that out. So I just like to always tidy. I'm a tidy person. If I can't tidy my house, it bothers me. So I do genuinely try to tidy a couple times a day. I'm actually going to put the oven back on because I am wanting to make a few more of these. So it's $350. You cook them for 20 minutes. So I'm probably going to do 2 batches, which will give me 8 more, which will give me 12. So enough for the kids and I to have a couple sandwiches apiece. It's really hard for me to get breakfast in the morning, but I mean, and they're pretty substantial. So I'm excited about trying these. So anywho, we're going to get a few more things done, and then we will come back and show you our progress. This usually is kind of a catch-all, but the table is clear off today, which is helpful. Place settings are not back. We did feed the dogs. Do they have water? So we did feed the dogs. I'm thinking, let me see. She has a little bit of water, but she'll need some more. What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? You. Hey. What's up? Hey, ma'am. Oh, my good. Oh, attack of the enemy dogs. Oh, my goodness. Excuse me. Would you please? Oh, my word. Really? Play with each other. Ma'am does not like the fact that Axel was messing with Mom. So she's letting her know what it is. Be nice. Be lovely. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Hey, hey, hey. Be nice. He likes to play, and she doesn't always appreciate his playful spirit. So there it is. Okay, we've gotten the tree up, and I got a couple, this one little spot I got, but every time I go back, I'm always finding yet another spot that is missing. And I keep knocking all the ribbons off. I mean, all the balls off. So I'm trying to, you can clearly see that there is a strand in there that has blown out. And what I'm trying to do is not have to buy 2 and 3 more strands of lights. So I'm really just going to leave it the way it is. It's better than it was with that whole one section out. And then up here, I think I got another section going. So I'm just going to leave it and really not try to do too much, because I don't want to overpower certain sections, trying to fill in certain sections. Just that one little section was bothering me. So it's going to be fine. We still have a couple gifts we got to wrap, so we'll probably do another Vlogmas where we just wrapping gifts. There's a couple of boxes that a friend of mine let me go through, and I picked out about 5 pairs of pants and 1 shirt. Fortunately for me, because I'm on keto, none of that stuff fits. So passing that along to one of my sisters. The living room is picked up. The grand dog is here. We don't know where ma'am is. And we're pretty much picked up The kids have gotten the dishes going, and these things are washed. I have made a batch of egg muffins, and then I made a batch of this. I found this on Instagram today. This is called cheesy buns. So I just made 3 batches of this, and you take this and you sit this one up, one down, and then you put your whatever you're going to put in the middle. And for 2 of these, it is 0.5 net grams of carb. So I made 12 of those today. And those will be ready for breakfast sandwiches. So that's going into the fridge. This is the only 2, these are the only 2 things that need to be washed. And the kids and I are going to head to bed. So there you have it. That is going to be the end of Vlogmas day number 1. And we are excited about the 12 days of Vlogmas. However, as I've said before, I'm having to film ahead just so I can get all the videos edited. But there it is, Vlogmas day number 1 in the books. And we will see you guys tomorrow.